What is up, everyone? This is Press X to Ramble. Press X to Ramble is the podcast where we talk about all things not related to video games.
Even
And
though
today-
most of the rambles that we've done have been about video games so far, but we're getting to a place where we're talking about anything else.
Culture.
That's exactly it right there.
I wonder, DJ, if there's ever been a podcast that focused on pop culture in the history of our nation. If there's ever been a podcast that existed talking about pop culture.
Could it be like black pop culture?
I mean, like pop culture in general, like something easy, like Culture Cast or Popcast. Like I don't know, you know what?
Are you
What about if you take those two and you merge together and you say Press X for the culture? Is that?
I'm pretty sure that's illegal. I'm pretty sure the same people that are trying. I'm pretty sure the same people that are trying to stop GameStop stocks are going to prevent that from happening.
Dag,
we're about to be real legal next month then. Real legal. Anyways, if you have guessed, not really guessed, we're talking about Godzilla vs. King Kong trailer. That's what we're doing right now. Okay.
How would they guess that?
Surmise that from all that we've said so far.
So here's the thing: the reason why they would guess that is because the actual frame of this says Godzilla vs. King Kong.
And
the actual thumbnell of this would say Godzilla vs. King Kong.
Yes, also, there are 4 monkeys on the screen right now.
Wow!
Is Jesus Christ?
That's the Godzilla lover. Okay, let's start strong.
Even though
you're right, I am a Saiyan.
Yeah.
If you correct, Sean, if you mean monkey by Super Saiyan, then sure.
I call Gohan.
I call Gotenks.
I would know.
Gotenks. or Bardock. That's a good one.
Barbara. Anyways. Speaking of Barbara, it's time to talk about this new Godzilla vs. King Kong trailer. And by the way, I am DJ, aka Sexy Bad Choices. AKA, hold on. He wants a fucking oh yeah. Who else?
I am Sean MFR.
What's the MS stand for?
Monkey fighting snakes on this Monday to Friday player.
Oh shit.
That's a good one.
Monkey fighting. I'm dying. I can't do this. I'm your heavyweight champion from Niggawood, California, aka the janitor because of me watching niggas, aka Queen Godzilla. Let's go.
AKA broadcasting in 480p.
Shut up.
Actually, I did look up about Godzilla's possible sex. They're saying non-descriptive. They did not apply a sex to them. But if you have other information, I'm interested.
So Godzilla's pronouns are them and they.
Mm-hmm.
Check your gender, you cis privileged scum.
Whoa. Anyways, Jordan, who are you?
It is Jordan, aka JXbox, aka Godzilla is gonna eat it come March.
All right.
Okay.
If you haven't noticed, we're recording this after hours, so our energy level is a little higher than normal for a normal podcast. But that's great though, because that means this is going to be a good one.
Bro, that sound clip.
When I first saw it, I watched it like 6 times in a row, and then I showed Shireen, and she was just like, "I don't understand how that's funny," and I was like, "I thought you understood me."
I married you. What? You please put that like in every podcast. Like, please just add that to your AKAs.
Oh my God.
Please.
Oh man, that scream at the end, I love it. Oh.
So who's winning? Who's winning? Godzilla King Kong trailer, where we starting?
I think
That's
a good question, Jordan. I think we should probably go through it and say like who we think is going to win. And generally I am a Godzilla fan, but I think in this movie, King Kong is definitely throwing them hands, and I
literally them hands.
Godzilla can't follow up though. He just can't follow up.
And block.
Or not.
You can't throw hands if you get them blown off with a laser beam.
Exactly. Thank you.
But you saw that trailer though. Where's that aim at? Like
exactly. It was one moment.
blocked the beam and redirected it upwards, and like you wouldn't have a taste of your own medicine. My
Hey,
guy.
listen. They put all the best parts in a trailer. That was his best move. He wasted his best move, and they showed it to you.
They had to give Kong the good points in the trailer so it looks like he has a fighting chance. Because we all know who the king is.
I'm just saying, I'm going
King Kong. It's not King Godzilla. It's
what's
King
a king
Kong.
to a god, nigga?
So
I'll be back with that.
Here's the thing. One of them can use tools because they have opposable thumbs. And that gives us a distinct advantage among all organisms.
That's another thing. He got to bring weapons to the fight. He can't square up properly.
King Kong can scale buildings for better advantage. Like, there's so much more there with
King Kong. Godzilla
throw down the building. Get down.
Godzilla eats nuke blast for breakfast as a power up. What is a monkey gonna do?
King Kong can ride Godzilla.
Whoa.
Like a Yoshi.
It's a whole nother movie.
Wait a minute.
King Kong, he grew over like since at least based on what I've read, he grew since Skull Island because he was in those subterranean ducts and like the radiation there.
No, that on the juice.
It said that in Skull Island that King Kong was just an adolescent. So now we're fighting like now we're
well, yeah, you see his Kimbo Slice beard.
So,
listen to me. Listen.
Mm-hmm.
Mike Tyson fought Roy Jones Jr. Yes, Mike Tyson has been fighting heavyweights all his life. Roy Jones just got up to heavyweights. King Kong is just getting up to heavyweights. He's not used.
Let's go.
Backhands and them power punches. He about to get his ass washed. All right.
I kind of wish I'll put on his glasses before he said that.
Yo, that's such a strong defense. Oh man, yeah, this man Kong had to go up a weight class for this, bro. He's not built for this.
Here's the thing, though. Like Godzilla is powerful, yes, but Godzilla is a slow-moving tank.
Limited moveset.
Yeah,
and
like King Kong can block.
He has no pecs. Got no grapples.
We saw King Kong like fucking just throw a right hook.
Look,
Godzilla had no retaliation. He took it. He was looking at the way his tail was
fundamentals. Right? What's with you young boys and y'all fancy moves? The fundamentals. All right.
You know why Godzilla took that punch? Because Godzilla can eat that punch. Godzilla was like,
he ate that punch. He ate all that punch in the
right.
He ate that punch.
Every time that laser came out, King Kong had to move the hell out of the way, right?
He sure did.
I mean, yeah.
You seen him jump off the boat like a last action hero, right?
You see the last scene when he blocked it with the axe? He blocked it with the axe and used it against them.
Yo, all I'm saying is that what you guys just told us, that the trailer takes the best parts of the movie and puts it in a trailer, and the best part was King Kong rocking Godzilla's shit.
It was best. It was the best King Kong moments. It's the same thing that happened with Batman versus Superman, where they tried to make it look like Batman had a chance. But if Superman wanted that nigga dead,
what happened in Batman?
If Superman wanted that man dead, he would have threw his ass into the sun.
All that power and did not know how to hold his breath.
That movie didn't have a chance. So I don't know why.
I mean, you're right. You're right.
Like he held, and the only reason we said the only reason why that Batman didn't just break his fucking head in with that sink was because he said his mom or some shit.
So what you saying is King Kong gonna say Mothra and they're gonna be best friends?
No, like Kong will look like to left and right, go ooh, smash it.
Look, we know good and well that all Godzilla needs to do is throw a white woman at King Kong and he's gonna be defenseless. That's why they took Brie Larson out of this movie and replaced her with a random Asian child because they knew he'd be coming in this fight with a disadvantage.
It was that was just an era of regressive movie making.
Was it?
Was it? And now we are in a new time where Kong is his own person with his own motivation.
Godzilla never got distracted by no white woman.
That nigga King Kong like kids.
Godzilla was on call by like the Earth Defense Force or whatever back in one of those.
Yeah, but you know who that was? Japanese people.
I don't.
Okay, all right. Marcus is on his own little island.
Exactly.
Yes,
My own
they
little
were
island,
Japanese.
Japan.
Is it in the shape of a skull or a femur?
But here's another thing too. Like to Sean's point about Godzilla fighting heavyweights all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Godzilla had like what 5 fights in his entire life?
Oh,
Excuse me.
what? 5
Yeah.
fights?
Listen, who has King Kong fought other than small humans?
We saw the monsters on Skull Island. He's
They're
in fights
big.
all the time.
He's
Okay.
by
All
guys
the
quick.
time.
But you know what?
Hey, he
Guess
stuck
who?
to his
Guess who
block,
he ain't
nigga.
fight? Guess who he ain't fight? Rodan. He ain't fight no Ghidorah. He ain't fight no heavyweights. No
Okay.
heavy.
Oh wait, no, hold up.
The
No,
only
no.
reason why
global.
Godzilla-
He's not global like Godzilla.
Godzilla needed a power up to beat Ghidorah. Godzilla needed to have some like one of those Pokemon gems
Okay.
power.
And
But-
King Kong needs an axe
Oh,
to
shit.
fight Godzilla.
It's actually even will though. Like he didn't need like a tap out like Royal Rumble. Like, hey Martha, come help me out, please.
We gonna see.
Yeah, Godzilla had help.
Godzilla gonna hit that man with his tail, and that man's neck's gonna break.
By the time Godzilla turn around, as I said, King Kong's gonna be riding Godzilla.
First off, once again, you need to stop
What
saying that. All
movie
right.
are you trying to watch?
I'll share the video with you guys in a second.
No, I don't want that in my history.
All right, so brass tacks. I think we said a shit ton about the advantages and disadvantages of Godzilla and King Kong. But in terms of what are impressions of where this story is going to go, I see either mind control or Mecha Godzilla, and
It's
I'm
gonna
leaning
be
towards Mecha Godzilla
I
because
think
they're gonna have the money for a fourth film.
yeah, like I feel like they're not going to. There's
Nobody's
no
gonna
way
die.
and there's no way King Kong or Godzilla is gonna die in this movie because they're essentially
Because
they're both
money.
good and money, yes. So
Why
like
they gotta pit two bad bitches against each other?
exactly. I mean,
I'm
like
saying, like, now, honestly, first off, this movie's gonna be dumb as hell. We all know that. But
whoa, wait,
I-
what?
No, it's gonna
I
be
was-
dumb. It's gonna be dumb fun though. Like it's not, nonetheless gonna be fun.
Yeah.
Hey, the Americans are making it. It's gonna have a love story in it somehow. I don't know how. They're gonna put a love story in this
Well,
movie.
it's gonna be little Asian girl in 11.
No,
It's a father-daughter
Bobby
story.
Brown and her the father of the last one are in this one, so like they're still gonna have like the family dynamic or whatever.
Which
waste of time.
Ooh. At the end, it's gonna be not at the end. Like I would say second act, because third act's gonna be like a Godzilla or something. But at the end of the second act, it's gonna be Godzilla and King Kong fighting in the background, and then in the foreground, it's gonna be little Asian girl in 11 just like duking it out.
first off, little Asian girl don't want no problems with 11. She don't
I
want no
mean,
problems.
that might not be her final form.
You right. You right.
I wonder if because I remember like you get the two twins that would control Mothra.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Mhm.
didn't one of them die in the first one?
Yeah.
So
No,
the other one.
I don't know if it was in the first one, but they alluded to the fact in King of Monsters that one of the twins was dead.
Okay. I want to
will say
make a reappearance.
I didn't watch Kingdom Monsters. I need to see that because that's
Honestly,
like
like you're not missing a whole lot. Like the fights are dope, but the rest of the movie, it's like, I mean,
like there is a hard cut.
no, trust me, there is. When I say the rest of the movie, the whole movie isn't just fights. That's why I'm saying you're not missing much.
Oh.
Like if it was just like a clip of fights with little human things here and there, then yeah. But like it's like a 2-hour movie, and like way too much of it is human drama.
There is a hard cut to Washington D.C. being ravaged by King Ghidorah.
Yeah.
And if you squint hard enough, you can see Marcus on top of the garage doing the shit thing, cheering them on.
It's like, yeah, get these niggas out of here.
I'm like, what? Why is he so excited?
I mean, honestly, if there's any sort of like anti-human agenda, if Planet of the Apes happened, I would join Caesar in a heartbeat. I'd be like, forget y'all niggas.
If you're asymptomatic,
motherfucker.
if you're asymptomatic though,
Be like, half of y'all white people wouldn't even be able to tell the difference if I went over there anyway.
But
Together, it's strong.
if you were asymptomatic, yeah, you'd survive it.
Asymptomatic to what?
to the virus that killed all the humans.
Man, ain't no ape virus gonna kill me.
You see the last one? Everyone was dying.
You mad confident right now.
Got something to tell us?
But
Nah, but like honestly, I'm kind of disappointed with the way that at least the trailer portrays how this fight's going to happen, because I was honestly hoping that, like, I mean, it was too much of a hope because this is, you know, American movie franchise, but the old Godzilla movies and King Kong like had kind of messages about the world in them, you know, with Godzilla being really about nuclear war and everything like that.
And he was always humanity's savior.
Right. So what I was hoping,
depending on the story though, there's some stories where he's like just killing humans, like
yeah.
for no reason.
But what I was hoping,
like Shin Godzilla. I want to check out the Shin Godzilla movies. I heard that those are dope.
No, Shin Godzilla is wild.
Go ahead, Margaret.
What I was hoping was that, you know, they'd be pitted against each other by Monarch, and it'd be this thing about like humans tampering with the natural order of nature for their own amusement. That's what I was hoping. That it's like, we shouldn't want, like, obviously, like Lizard Brain, you want to see these people fight because they're big and they're two icons, but like on a level of like ethics, it's like they should not be fighting each other because they shouldn't even be in the same ecosystem. Like, they were put here by humans and pit against each other. But unfortunately, it seems that that's not going to be the case. It seems like it's going to be something else. Like, and they're talking about they have some ancient rat beef, and their grandfathers were scrapping each other, so now they gonna scrap. And
holding down my block.
Like, Monarch isn't the only. Well, they're saying Monarch is not the only organization that's cognizant of these giant monsters,
right?
So, like, it's like that. It was like Apex, but also like if that dude at the end of the King of the Monsters, the eco-terrorist, like he wanted to weaponize the world.
Tywin Lannister.
Yeah, like he was weaponizing Ghidorah to, you know, solve the human problem and stuff like that. And then Ghidorah's like, no, I'm trying to kill everybody.
Though, frankly, they've like overcomplicated the human aspect of this movie. It really doesn't need to be that deep. Like,
no, it doesn't.
I feel like what you were getting at, Marcus, like, I think that is going to end up being the thing where it's like, you know, we're introduced probably midway through in terms of, I don't know, they were able to do something to Godzilla or do something to King Kong where it's like mind control essentially. But then like the idea behind the human aspect is like the human, like maybe the Asian girl's like, King Kong doesn't normally do this. Like what's going on? And then like maybe the Asian girl teams up with 11 and they're like trying to figure out like the human level of it, trying to figure out like what's going on and like maybe stop the thing. But like I also feel like this might be a thing where they meet up, they are wilding or whatever, and then that is used to introduce
Mechagodzilla, yeah. AKA the Dragon Zord.
The mind control technology, like the Godzilla kaiju mind control technology was introduced in the second one. Like that's how
in King of Monsters
to control Mothra in a way.
I need to watch that.
Yeah, me too.
So like
it's like
the technology already exists for them to control.
Yeah, it does. It does. So like they planted the seeds here and there, but also this is just, I just don't trust Hollywood. I don't trust Hollywood to like not make it dumb or to make it like if they have a chance to make it stupid or overcomplicate it, they will in a heartbeat.
I mean, like I will say this: it's kind of funny seeing how Legendary has kind of become the go-to studio for giant monsters and giant things because they did the Pacific Rim.
I'll say, yeah.
You know, like this is kind of like their thing now. Is like, okay, we're like the monster giant.
That'd be kind of wild if I mean they're not gonna do it, but that'd be kind of wild if toward the third act you see like a Jaeger pop up in there. I'd be like, oh, so y'all did that? That's what y'all.
They talked about it.
Yeah,
they talked about it for a second when they asked like Del Toro
Mhm.
Like, would you want to see your Jaegers in Godzilla films? Like, of course, but
I mean,
it's all up to the producers whether they want to see a Jaeger in their film.
It also depends on how much movie make, because like even though it's coming out like not in 2020, so there's a little bit more of a chance that maybe some people go see it in theaters, but it's still not gonna make the money that it would have made if we didn't have COVID. You know what I mean?
True. I mean,
Because
I feel like that just kind of ekes out differently, because instead of actual cash, you're looking at streams or whatever of
Yep.
it. Because
they like HBO Max paid $250 million for it. The budget for it was $200 million. So
right. So they already got
the $50 million profit. But in reality, for them to have gotten a $50 million profit, the movie would have to have made $500
exactly
million.
Gotcha.
with for those that don't know, when it comes to movie budgets, the best thing you could do to turn a profit is to break even and then make some more. So like if your movie, like let's say like a movie like Endgame or Infinity War, okay, so those are like, I think they had like $300 million budget, so they would have had to make $600 million to break even, like, and then to turn a profit they would have basically had to make $1 billion. Those type of movies, when you make movies that big, that's why it's a risk to make big budget movies, is because you have to make stupid money to make a return on your investment.
And this is why they're allowing China to invest, because they got the big bucks too. So they're catering a lot of things to international audiences.
Plus, this is gonna absolutely kill in China. Like,
Absolutely.
Like,
even though they're gonna kill so many Chinese people in this movie.
There's also weird international profit sharing agreements that have to be made, because even though like it's making a whole bunch of money in China, the studios rarely see every cent of it. Like there is like weird profit sharing that like China's like, no, you can't just take all the money now. Like you get a portion of it, but nah. Like even though they're selling like $2 or $3 billion in China, technically they probably see a fraction of it because it's true like that.
True.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So
I mean,
anyway,
no good.
Real quick about the actual trailer itself. In the first 2 seconds or 3 seconds or so, I'm just looking at it over and over again. I think that's the scene where Mechagodzilla shoots out the mountain.
Yeah.
Because if you look at it, it's like boulders, like there's an explosion, boulders are coming out of the mountain, and then in like a freeze frame, you can see like this mechanical. Yeah. So I think that's going to be introduction of Mechagodzilla.
I mean, I'll say this, like, even though we on opposite sides of this Godzilla versus King Kong divide, I can't wait to see what combo moves they do together on Mechagodzilla.
Just King Kong swings Godzilla around by the tail.
Yeah, you can actually see him, DJ. You can actually see something with like lights on it, and it's pretty big at the 4 second mark.
Right? Yeah. And like I keep saying it, there's going to be a scene where King Kong is on Godzilla's back, and Godzilla is gonna be fucking shooting his unibeam.
That's the first time you said that the way that you meant to say it, because before that you was like, he gonna ride Godzilla, and I
don't understand what's the difference between the first way I said it and this way I said it, Marcus.
Nigga, have you ever heard Pony by Genuine?
I don't like how they got King Kong in bondage.
Right? That was triggering.
Where your Kofi at, Sean?
Open your third eye, brother.
Terrible.
This is the best ramble ever,
right?
So what out of all? So we're saying Mechagodzilla, we're saying Godzilla, and we're saying King Kong.
Mm-hmm.
You write the script over again. What other kaiju would you want to have show up?
I mean,
because Mechagodora.
Because of King of Monsters, like, I don't think they need a bunch of other kaiju. They already kind of exhausted a large portion.
Unlimited money, unlimited time. Unlimited money, unlimited time. We're talking 3
Cthulhu.
hours.
Cthulhu, hell yeah!
That would be a dope one.
You know what? That actually just like made me think. we're jumping to Mechagodzilla, but it could be Mechagodorian.
Mechagodora.
Ghidorah, yeah.
No, you're right. It could be. It could be.
Gojira, Godzilla's dad or whatever. Godzilla's father.
I know Godzuki.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know Gojira.
Hey, look them up.
Shout out to Godzuki.
Yeah, right. Gojira. Apparently, there's a band named Gojira.
Yeah.
But of course there is.
I'm mad that this trailer didn't play No Church in the Wild in it. It's right there. Like literally the opening lines to the song they could have put right in that trailer. Bunch of hacks in Hollywood.
Jay-Z probably wouldn't clear it. I ain't being associated with no monkey. Now, like, a camel movie. I will approve.
He would give all his music up for a Joe Camel movie. Oh, Kangaroo
Although
Jack
I will
faces.
say, one dope scene by Godzilla is it hitting the unibeam in the water straight up. Like,
yeah, that's what I'm talking about. King Kong jumped out like a last action hero, like he was jumping from an explosion.
But hey, King Kong sensed it coming and jumped. Like, Godzilla don't have those reflexes.
Look,
his frenulum was twitching.
Godzilla ain't never had to jump. All right. Godzilla is the king of monsters. At the end of King of Monsters, all the monsters was bowing down to him because
except for one. He Godzilla was screaming out, and King Kong checked his messages and turned his phone right back over. Because I'm not going to that party. You know I'm gonna be there.
Who are gonna be there?
King Kong's like, I'll see you.
Hell no, I'm not talking no Rodan.
I'll tell you this though, like if that fight goes to the water, King Kong it's a wrap. It's a wrap.
It looks like that's what's gonna happen because King Kong is jumping in the water, like off the air carrier, helicopter.
That's a bad move.
Yeah.
That's a bad move.
The reason why Godzilla went into the water is because he got that right hook. He's like, oh God.
Godzilla was like, I ain't never been hit like this before in my life.
oh, this nigga's real. All right, hold on.
Godzilla's like, come in here. If
you were a real nigga, fight me in the water then.
I just above the water.
The Aquaman scene from Family Guy.
Come see me on my home turf then.
Right.
I know. Godzilla's like backing into the street. Like, yo, fight me over here. Fight me over here. Why are you walking back though?
Oh my god. Oh man. Nah, this movie. I would say that we should like watch it together, but like that'll be way too long of a live stream or like a ramble. So we definitely gonna have to review this movie once it come out.
We gotta have a counter. How many licks guys are gonna get in? How many licks King Kong gonna get in? We've seen 3 of them.
This is true. And right now, we don't even know if Godzilla got hands. We know Godzilla don't have hands to throw.
Godzilla has hands. What are you talking about?
Exactly.
But he can't walk though. He tried to block King Kong. Like he tried to get as fast as he could. King Kong was like, "What your hands?"
That ain't fair. That'd be like me trying to fight DJ. I don't have the same wingspan.
You should have stayed in the water, Marcus.
Bet you won't like it when I bite you though in the neck.
I'm sorry, viewers, for where this ramble is gone to.
Oh my God. Okay. So before we wrap this up, there's 2 things that I want to say. One, props to the humans surviving all of this shit because
I know,
Lord knows.
Go to the desert. Go to Arizona, man. Get out of there.
Ain't nobody fighting in Arizona.
Poor black people. They got to deal with systemic racism and fucking
giant kaiju.
Fucking
Because like in terms of the timeline, both DC and Boston have been wiped out on screen. The whole East Coast has been wiped out. So I'm like, what are you guys fighting for now? Like, there's no reason to be near the coast.
And then the second thing is this movie looks fucking pretty.
Oh yeah.
I am so happy that we are in the time we are in right now where we are able to have Godzilla and King Kong look the best they've ever looked on screen.
Because if you've seen the old Godzilla versus King Kong, I encourage you to seek it out because it's hilarious.
That's a man in a suit. That's definitely a man in a suit.
It is. It's gold. Comedy gold.
Yo.
But you're absolutely right. Like this, I knew that we were in for a treat when I saw like the first Godzilla back in 2014 for this universe, not the first Godzilla ever, but and just the way that Godzilla looked, the visuals in that movie were insane. And they've only proceeded to like keep that level of quality, at least visually, up ever since then. And so like, yeah, this movie about to look great. We're gonna see all that money on screen.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm definitely getting vibes that King Kong is probably brainwashed or in the process of being brainwashed.
By the white man.
This is true.
He was taken from his home island by the white man.
King Kong is being used to address a rampant Godzilla. Like the reason why we're bringing out King Kong is because Godzilla's like they say in the trailer, Godzilla's going crazy. Like we got no checks. We can't nuke him because he eats nukes for breakfast. So let's get another monster rip him apart.
That sounds like human revisionism. Of course, they think he's going crazy just because he wants to wipe the blight that is humanity off of this planet.
I just want you to know that Marcus had made a Thanos' right subreddit.
All I'm saying, remember when quarantine first hit and nobody was going outside and all them woodland creatures was running around and the earth improved? I'm just saying.
Marcus, you're human, right? You can't just like blend in.
Look.
Are you sure?
Exactly. Exactly. Ask that old white lady up the street if I'm a human or not.
I just imagine.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Anyway,
Marcus running up the steps to a building, ripping off his shirt and pants, talking about, "What are you, Godzilla?"
Godzilla's like, yeah.
He just flicks me off the building.
No. All right,
oh man!
All right, that has been our reacts to the Godzilla vs. King Kong official trailer.
Whew.
We hope you enjoyed this ramble as much as we enjoyed this ramble. Don't forget to rate and reviews on your favorite podcasting apps. Actually, that doesn't work here because this is just video and video only. So don't forget to like it and share and send to your friends and follow and all the stalkerish things.
Subscribe to our YouTube, all that.
Yes. On your favorite subscription YouTube.
Oh my God.
Don't forget.
Nigga,
I know it's there. It's there.
Let's get it.
Check everything on our website at pressx2start.com. And until next time, we'll be having a actual podcast that is more developed.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I don't know, man. King Kong versus Godzilla. Let's go.
All right.
Peace.
y'all are terrible.